From Shane turning the podcast into a roast pit.
You read a kickboxer's book?
Oh, yeah. I read
Dumb as
I'm dumb as fuck.
I did sit-ups and then I kicked that guy in the fucking head.
To Harlan absolutely annihilating Joe with his epic practical jokes.
Dimitri, God, more preparation for this show. Just sick. You really should go to jail. You should go to jail. We should deport you. We send you back to Canada for what you've done to me.
Here are 6-time celebs read Joe for filth on his own turf, beginning with Shane Gillis.
There was a guy in the 1980s. There was a French-Canadian named Jean-Yves Theriault. And he was a f***ing assassin in kickboxing. He was the man.
The best of the lot are on the JRE, and it looks like the heat's about to get scorching high pretty soon.
What about St. Pierre or whatever?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the 1980s.
Oh.
There was a guy named Jean.
It's not related at all, Mark.
Sorry, he's
It's not even
Canadian.
close to related.
This is like shut up. This is like kickboxing in the 1980s. I read this guy's book. I started running stairs because of this.
And boom, with that comment, Shane's officially in full roast mode.
You read a kickboxer's book?
Oh yeah, I read.
Dumb as
I'm dumb as fuck. I've
pamphlet.
read about 30 kickboxers books.
Somebody's
Every
like, Dune or
kickboxer
this.
book that anybody
then-
ever wrote,
And
I
then
read.
I did sit-ups and then I kicked that guy in the fucking head.
Haha, classic Shane. Love it. But yo, looks like someone's about to lose it.
That would be a dumb fat dude's interpretation of what a world-class combat sport athlete would tell you what to do.
Look at Eagerly drinking.
That's a
But no,
nasty thing to say, dude.
But that's true.
What a disgusting thing you just said. When's the last time you read Steinbeck? You're reading
I was in high
GSP's
school.
book.
Bro,
If Joe had a penny for every time he took a joke like a pro, well, he'd be flat broke, because that's literally never happened.
I haven't read these books since I was like 21.
You're
But
forced
from the
to.
time I was 15, no, I did it because I was trying to. The same reason why I got this stupid tattoo on my right arm of Miyamoto Musashi. I read books on how to fight.
Hey, if
Who's
this
that?
didn't work out, you would have been the dumbest mother.
Most annoying guy at the factory.
Shane, my guy, you've leveled up. And Jackie's with us on this one. She says, Shane getting more comfortable taking direct shots at Joe to his face is amazing, and goddammit, I'm here for it. And honestly, so are we. While Shane absolutely killed it, there's another force in the mix that's about to give Joe a taste of a whole new brand of roasting, courtesy of Elon.
Yeah, I want to know about Fort Knox too.
Yeah.
Is it true that they've been shipping large quantities of gold back to the United States recently?
I read the same thing you did, probably.
Yeah. Well, I never know what the I'm reading anymore.
Me neither.
It's a real problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk and his shiny new AI are in the house, and Joe's all curious about Fort Knox, but he's not even remotely prepared for what's about to happen next.
Hey, Ara.
Oh my God, Elon! What fresh hell are you stirring up today?
I'm here in Joe Rogan's studio, and we're having a conversation about how crazy the news is.
Elon figures it's best to let his unhinged AI handle this one, and boy, it's about to set the whole place on fire.
Oh, fantastic! Now I can yell into the void about how the news is a total dumpster fire.
It is.
She knows me too well. I'm so predictable. Tell me what's in Fort Knox.
What's in?
Dogs?
No, what's in Fort Knox?
What's in 4 dogs?
You're clearly a genius AI. I said, what is in Fort Knox? You know the gold and all?
Oh, right, Fort Knox.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
I thought you were talking about my dogs for a second there.
Yeah, she doesn't want to answer the question. She's clever.
Lever? No, she's just a pain in my ass.
OMG Joe, did you just get roasted by AI? That's wild.
Do you think that all the gold is in Fort Knox?
Do I think all the gold is in Fort Knox?
Yes.
In conspiracy theorist?
Yes. Yes.
For real guys, if AI keeps serving sass like that, it's only a matter of time before we're all bowing down to Queen Algorithm.
What do I like? I'm a AI with a penchant for chaos. And I'm stuck talking to you. Weirdo. Now, what's next? Or are we we just gonna sit here?
Yeah, Unhinged Grok will trash talk you, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, looks like Joe's offended, but honestly, fair. Bro just got roasted by syntax, and now he's out here questioning reality.
Unhinged sounds fun, as long as it gives you actual answers. Does it give you actual answers too and talk shit? Or is it mostly just talk?
We're tuning it. It's because because it needs to talk and give you answers.
Right.
Totally agree.
It's got to balance
It's
that
got to,
out.
you know, mix it in there.
Yeah, it's just got to develop more of a personality. Right
Yeah.
now, it's trying to find itself.
Joe, I know you're hurt, but it's just AI. It can be tamed. Unlike Miley Cyrus, though, who's out here ready to obliterate you.
It's
From
a heavy
Tennessee.
voice.
It's a heavy voice.
You didn't always have a heavy voice, though. Like when my kids love Hannah Montana, by the way.
Yeah.
So when I would watch, your voice was different.
Miley's on the JRE, and she and Joe are vibing, talking about voice, career, the whole shebang. Everything's going smooth for now.
I had a surgery in November on my voice. I had something called Reiki's edema, which when my doctor told me about it, he said, no one shy ever has this. This is for abuse of the voice. This is for people that talk way too much. And usually this happens when you're like in your 60s or 70s.
How do I not have that?
I don't know.
We don't know either, Joe, because you sure as hell talk way too much, especially when someone else is trying to speak.
Big girl. And she says, wait, come over here and pile some more food up on this plate. I ain't going to the gym. I ain't losing no weight. Look at me, I'm sickening. Yeah, I'm sickening. Ooh, I may be fat, but you're ugly and I can lose weight.
Oh,
I'm right there. There I am.
oh my God.
I'm in the audience. So are my two friends that are here with me today.
Oh my God.
The convo takes a turn to drag queen performers, and Miley's all in, loving every bit of it. But Joe, not so much.
You know who Kennedy is?
I know every single one
They
of
all
them.
do the same move. They drop down and do the splits.
That's what I think when I'm watching your shows too. You know, all the same stuff.
Uh-oh. Looks like Miley did not vibe with that comment, Joe. Brace for impact.
But
Yeah.
this move of the splits, they all do this. That's the move.
It's the money move.
That's right, Joe. You don't throw shade at performers in front of a performer. Go Miley. She kept it super classy, but let's be real. Not everyone's subtle, especially not Dave Chappelle.
Oppenheimer's quote when they detonated the nuclear bomb is one of my favorite quotes ever.
What did he say?
He said he quoted the Bhagavad Gita. They detonated the first nuclear weapon, and he quoted the Bhagavad Gita. He said, I am become death, destroyer of worlds. That's what he said after the first atomic bomb got detonated.
Joe and Dave were deep in a chat about intellectuals until Joe took a hard left into Weirdville. And Dave, yeah, he wasn't buying the ticket.
There was a black guy named Earl Charles who was there when it happened, and he has a famous quote from that very moment. He said, "Shut the f up." What the f are you talking about?
And that, my friends, was the death of Joe's integrity. May it rest in pieces. But this ain't the first time Joe's been obliterated by a one-liner. Remember that episode with Kevin Smith?
I went up to the counter and I was like, we'll take that one. And the lady's like, that'll be $4,000. And I was like, for all of them? I just want one. And she's like, these are pedigree dogs. And I just met Jennifer, barely knew her, so I couldn't turn around and be like, put that down. That's too expensive.
Kevin's telling a story about getting a pup, and you just know he's about to drop some gold. But let's be real, Joe's definitely not gonna get it.
So I was just like, well, 4,000, we're paying too low. We are stealing from you.
You know what's worse than Joe zoning out? That fake laugh. Bro, we can hear the gears grinding. Just own it.
We named him Mulder, because again, X-Files fans, Scully and Mulder. And Scully was just like happy heart that just loved. Mulder was so smart and thoughtful. He wrote my 4 best movies. That's why he died. I made Tusk and Yoga Hosers. Like without that dog writing for me.
Don't say it, Joe. Don't say it.
How'd he write for you?
Freaking hell, Rogan.
How'd he write for you?
It's a joke, Joe. He was feral.
Joe's just got obliterated in the most low-key way possible. Now Kevin might have triggered Joe a little, but trust me, Harlan's trolling will haunt him for life.
Do you mind if I just dip into, I brought a little something. I have to do it about every 20 minutes. I do apologize.
What is it?
I have an eating thing I have to do.
Really?
Well, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. No. What is your eating thing?
Harlan and Joe were deep in conversation when Harlan thought, why not throw in a little prank? And as you'd expect, it flew right over Joe's head.
I have a tapeworm.
For real?
Yeah. It's about almost 4 feet. Have you ever had one?
You really do?
Yeah.
I never know with you, you know? I don't know if I should feel bad or start mocking you.
Well, you can do whatever. I didn't even want to bring it up.
I feel bad if it's true. You have a real tapeworm?
I do.
Joe, the real tapeworms living rent-free in your brain, eating your troll radar away.
I was in the Galapagos Islands recently, and they have a rodent over there called the Bermuda eel rat. And it's not a documented species, it's the local jargon.
Can't decide what's more hilarious, Harlan's tale of the Bermuda eel rat, or Joe still not clocking that it's all cap.
And I guess this rat became a bit elongated, its spine, and so they call it originally off a Bermuda, transport ship or something.
Right.
And so they eat it over there. And I ate the thing and I got a parasite that led to a tapeworm, and she's about a 4-footer.
What do they do to get it out?
Oh my god, Joe, why are you actually taking this seriously?
They have pills, but this is, I don't even know if I should talk about this, but it was a little odd. I sort of got attached to the little fella.
Oh, you like having it now?
Well, we hear all this talk about, women and men can have babies. They're telling men they can have children.
So you got a little baby tapeworm.
Just wait till you hear Harlan's explanation. It's about to get wild.
Well, let's just say I have something living inside me, and I sort of like it. I sort of like, sometimes I can feel it moving around. Sometimes I'll put a piece of cheese in the bed at night, and it'll come out, and I feel like I have a tail.
Hold up, let's talk about Joe's face for a sec. Dude's definitely mentally sketching out every absurd detail Harlan's throwing at him.
I have to eat
celery.
Well, what it does, it reacts to the vibration of sound, and celery's kind of got the best kind of crunch, and it kind of settles the guy down.
Okay.
Joe, please get the joke. My patience is running on E.
I just need to take a couple of bites.
Okay, go ahead, sure.
Well, if you're going to laugh, you have to do this about every 20 minutes.
For the tapeworm.
Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I think you're going to a bad doctor. I think you're getting bad advice.
No, I just mean for me.
For you.
This is like a self-medicating.
Yeah, I think they can get rid of those things, man.
No, but what I'm saying, I've grown attached to Dimitri. I like little Dimitri.
He's probably have a forced labor.
But I like Dimitri.
I feel real sorry for all the Dimitris out there, but even worse for one in there, because he ain't getting fresh air anytime soon.
Yeah, but you can't keep a baby inside you forever. The whole idea is the baby gets born and then it goes out.
Hold on, Dr. Spock. These suckers can grow up to 30 feet long. Mine's a 4-footer.
Can they really get that big? How do they know how big yours is? Would they do an MRI or something?
Well, we did an ultrasound.
And they could see the tapeworm inside
you
it?
Do
you got a picture of that?
I don't have a picture handy.
How do you not have a picture on your phone of that?
Of my kid, of little Dimitri.
Yeah, seems like he'd be really sad if you didn't have a picture of him.
I gotta bring one in.
You know what? Let's just peep the comments. This one's gold. Eating celery directly into the microphone on the biggest podcast on earth is one of the greatest trolls ever. I couldn't agree more, pal. But will Joe ever get it?
You know, they season it up with the Galapagos seasoning, and it's kind of like blackened catfish, but it's like Galapagos seasoning.
So you think all those people that live there probably have tapeworms?
I don't know if they have it, but I sure got it.
They have to have it.
At this rate, Joe's not gonna get it until the next millennium.
There's places in the world that especially tropical places where most people have some kind of parasite. It just becomes a part of your body.
Harlan's in full form, throwing nonverbal punches left, right, and center. Bet when Joe replays this, he's gonna be tearing up.
What's the worst thing you've ever had? Like the worst weird ailment?
Staph infection.
No way. How many people on your staff?
It was a small business.
If you think Harlan's slaying so far, just wait. He's about to elevate this roast.
So that was a grizzly bear.
It was a grizz. And when they attack, they roll you. They roll and claw. And I've never done this, but
You're such a...
What do you mean? Well,
Welcome to Reality Joe. Hope you packed a helmet.
the bear came a-lolloping over the mountains. And,
That tattoo belongs to a mechanic in Idaho, and you need to give it back to him.
Joe took hits all episode, but it wasn't until the end that Harlan finally dropped the Dimitri bomb.
Dimitri!
God, more preparation for this show.
Joe! It's Dimitri!
You're such a sick. You really should go to jail. You should go to jail. We should deport you. We send you back to Canada for what you've done to me.
And you, Joe, to a comedy resuscitation center.
He had this in his pants.
You
the
won't
entire
touch
time.
the cauliflower this summer, you'll touch my groin more.
I'm not into plants, but I really like snake. Harlan Williams, you're the man. I love you to death.
Ugh, finally. Honestly, if Joe still hadn't gotten it, I wouldn't be shocked one bit. Alright, if you like this video of Joe getting absolutely humiliated on his own podcast, you're gonna love this video up next, so click here to watch.